नमस्कार। विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम में आपको स्वागत है। मैं हूं अशोक व्यास। सोमवार 19 अक्टूबर को आज के इस कार्यक्रम में हम शुरुआत करते हैं आपको नवरात्रि पर्व की विशेष बधाइयां पहुंचाने के साथ। नवरात्रि के इस 9 दिन के पर्व के बारे में एक रिपोर्ट आज के विजन ऑफ एशिया कार्यक्रम में आप तक पहुंचाने के बाद हम आपको लिए चलेंगे प्रेयर्स फॉर द नेशन इवेंट की तरफ। क्या हुआ इस आयोजन में वो जानने के साथ साथ हम आपको मिलवाएंगे टीजे वॉकर से, जो कम्युनिकेशन एक्सपर्ट हैं। क्या कुछ कहते हैं वो कम्युनिकेशन से जुड़ी ऐसी बातें जो हमारे लिए रेलेवेंट है, जानेंगे आज के विजन ऑफ एशिया में। ये सब करेगा आपकी प्रतीक्षा इस छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। हमारे जीवन में हम जैसी श्रद्धा को लेकर आगे बढ़ते हैं उसी तरह का कार्य हमसे होता है और उसी तरह के परिणाम हमारे जीवन में आते हैं। माँ के रूप में ईश्वर की आराधना की विशेष परंपरा का मूल जो भारत की धरती से जुड़ा है, उसमें ऋतुओं के परिवर्तन के साथ नवरात्रि का जो पर्व मनाया जाता है वो भी श्रद्धा के साथ शक्ति रूपा माँ का आश्रय लेने की प्रेरणा लेकर आता है। न्यूयॉर्क में भी इस पर्व को उत्साह, उल्लास और श्रद्धा के साथ कई मंदिरों और कई श्रद्धालुओं द्वारा मनाया जा रहा है। पेश है नवरात्रि पर्व पर हमारी एक खास रिपोर्ट।
On the occasion of Sharad Navratra in the year 2020, Namaste to everyone at Shanti Mandir Magod on behalf of all of us, the daily ashram schedule, puja, abhishek, Chandi Path, Lalita Archan, and the fire ceremonies, Havan on Ashtami and Navami, 8th and 9th day is being performed on the occasion of Baba Muktana's Mahasamadhi, a Gayatri Yagna. We pray to the Devi, to the Sadguru, to all of the deities and that divine consciousness to keep all of us safe, all of us healthy, all of us at peace, and especially during these very strange times that we find ourselves in, may we all be filled with joy and share that joy with everyone. Sadgurnath Maharaj ki jai.
Gauri Gandharva Vishwagarva Swarnagarva Varada Vagadishwari Jnanagamya Parichedya Jnanada Jnana Vigraha Sarva Vedanta Samvedya Satyananda Sarupini Lupa Mudrarchita Leela Brahmana Mandala Adashya Dashyarahita Vidyati Vidyavarjita Yogini Yogada Yogya Yogananda Yugandhara Ichha Shakti Jnana Shakti Kriya Shakti Sarupini. That sometimes somebody would come and they would say to him, you know, the restaurant next door is a few paisas, few cents cheaper than you, a quarter cheaper than you, 25 paisa cheaper than you. So he said, fine. They said, no, if you go cheaper, then people will come to you. He said, no, this is my price. This is what I'm doing. That's what he is doing. You go there. If you want that, go there. And I said, we look at our society today, and as a consumer, what we have done, we're looking for cheap. And in looking for cheap, we're killing each other. We're destroying each other. And then we are complaining that this is what's happening. But never looking at and never thinking at how I am creating this situation. So when we read the Chandi Path and we realize that after the command of that demon, of that negative, the fearful king of thought, self-conceit, the terrible ruler, marched to battle, surrounded by thousands of warriors. So Devi, she sees this exceedingly terrible army approaching. How is she named here? She who tears apart thought. And she has a bow. She just twangs her bow. And the sound resonates. Sound of the string resonates from the earth to the sky. And so, O king, because there's a conversation here, O king, then the lion of the goddess began to roar extremely loudly, and the mother of the universe increased the noise with the sound of her bell. So the twang of the bow, the roar of the lion, the sound of the bell, the hum of sound rose in all directions. From the tremendous mouth of the remover of darkness came a dreadful sound even greater than the others.
विजन ऑफ एशिया कार्यक्रम में अब हम आपको लिए चलते हैं प्रेयर्स फॉर द नेशन। जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं, कोविड-19 के कारण जिस तरह की स्थितियों का सामना अलग अलग स्तर पर हम कर रहे हैं, उनका सामना करने में जो हमारी समझ है वह तो कारगर होती ही है, पर कई बातें जिनके बारे में हम समझ नहीं पाते, उनकी तरफ भी शक्ति के साथ हम निराकरण की ओर बढ़ें, ऐसे भाव से प्रार्थना करने के लिए समूह रूप में न केवल हमारे पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को, कम्युनिटी लीडर्स को, बल्कि श्रद्धालुओं को सम्मिलित करके एक आयोजन प्रेयर फॉर द नेशन का पिछले दिनों किया गया। इसमें सम्मिलित हुए आयोजन करने में श्री नवग्रह देवस्थान और इंडो अमेरिकन कम्युनिटी ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क, इसका समन्वय करने में विशेष भूमिका निभाई उमा सेन गुप्ता जी ने। और भी जो गणमान्य अतिथि इस कार्यक्रम की शोभा बढ़ाने के लिए सम्मिलित हुए जूम पर, उसमें ITV गोल्ड के चेयरमैन पद्मश्री डॉक्टर सुधीर पारिक भी शामिल थे। देखते हैं प्रेयर फॉर द नेशन की कुछ झलकियाँ।
I am delighted that the American Indian community and all its well-wishers and friends will be organizing prayer for the nation so that we can all pool our energy, ideas, efforts to overcome COVID-19. I wish them the very best, and I would like to encourage all of you to come forward and contribute so that we can put this global pandemic behind us sooner than later. I wish you joy, I wish you happiness. Let us work together, united, committed to overcome COVID-19. Thank you.
Prayer is a very important part of my life. And when I think of prayer, I think of an ocean. On the top of the ocean, the waves are going up and down. There's so much activity. It's so active. But when you go into prayer, you go deeper into yourself and you go to the rest of the ocean, the deep, vast ocean that's dark and still and tranquil and peaceful. And we find a lot about who we are and about what God has intended for all of us. So let's get away from the waves up on top of the ocean and go deep down into ourselves and appreciate the power that lies within. So thank you so much to Uma and all of her friends and community for working together to do this community prayer to get us through these difficult times. Hopefully our prayers will be answered and God will shine upon us and make all of our lives better as we face these difficult days ahead. Thank you so much.
As a state representative in Southwest Nassau County, it is an honor and privilege to virtually join the Indo-American Community Association as they gather and celebrate the power of prayer. To me, prayer isn't just a time of reflection or loud praise. It is a deep spiritual transaction with the Creator. In our time of need, we have always turned to prayer. The weak, the concerned, and the speechless always need our prayers. Those experiencing poverty, injustice, and persecution also need our prayer. But we also need to pray during our happy times, our thankful times, and our peaceful times. Because there are dozens of real-life accounts in the spiritual texts from all religions that discuss the power of prayer.
I am Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Namaskar to everyone. Namaskar means I bow to the divine in you. The idea of seeing divine in everyone is rooted in my culture. I have experienced the power of prayer. Positive mindset is natural outcome of prayers. It gives us a strength to stay positive in the face of adversaries. I am glad to be a part of this collective effort for uplifting our spirits. God working through us, through prayer, we become His potent medium. A mind that thinks beyond the selfishness works well for humanity. While we work collectively to overcome corona crisis, the idea of collective prayers is source of joy and assurance. We are assured that higher power is invoked to guide us and lead us towards a solution. I join all of you in praying for fast recovery from this challenging phase of the crisis. May we help each other. May we work with each other with selfless approach. May the strength of the prayer help us in overcoming this testing time. Our representative for standing strong, and once again, thank you all the organizers and their representative for standing tall, strong and tall to counter COVID. My wholehearted wish is that we overcome this challenging period and return back to the normal. Thank you. God bless America. God bless India.
This program started in April 2020, and we've been praying for over 6 months for this nation to overcome COVID-19. And as a community, as a nation, we have the strong belief that when faced with insurmountable challenges or a problem that we can't explain, then prayer is the ultimate answer. So all of you have joined us in all these months, and we thank you for that. We also ask you to continue to pray for the people who've passed away due to COVID-19, for the people who are still trying to recover from COVID-19, and to all the incredible people that are still working to fight this inexplainable disease.
As we gather here together to pray and unite our nation, you might be thinking, what is prayer going to do to solve all of these uncertain problems? People are facing unemployment. People have lost significant others that they care about, whether friends, families, acquaintances, people in their communities. Neighborhoods have been devastated from this virus. People have experienced unforeseen health issues due to the virus, and it can be scary and daunting. And even though we have our medical professionals trying to look for a cure, we have everybody on the ground trying to fight for those who are suffering. You might be saying, well, I'm not seeing any changes, I'm not seeing any differences. And that's where prayer comes in. Prayer is the hope and the core and the resilience to persevere through obstacles. Prayer is the belief that no matter what difficulty, challenge, or circumstance you go through, that you can gather together and you can believe that things can change and you can act upon it.
We firmly believe that the collective power of prayers in this time of global pandemic is something that will truly guide us towards that healing, happy, safe path from the situation that we are in, and bring our community, our great nation of the United States of America, Mother India, and the globe to a better tomorrow, putting this global pandemic behind us.
आप देख रहे हैं विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम। ये कार्यक्रम ITV गोल्ड पर सोम, मंगल, बुधवार और गुरुवार को शाम 8 बजे प्रस्तुत किया जाता है। रविवार की सुबह 11 बजे इस विजन ऑफ एशिया का एक ख़ास साप्ताहिक अंक हम आपकी सेवा में पेश करते हैं। आपकी सकारात्मक प्रतिक्रियाओं के लिए आपका आभार व्यक्त करते हुए निवेदन, बने रहें हमारे साथ। होते हैं हाजिर इस छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। और अब विजन ऑफ एशिया में हम बात करते हैं कम्युनिकेशन के महत्व की। कम्युनिकेशन एक्सपर्ट और मीडिया ट्रेनर TJ वॉकर ने कम्युनिकेशन से संबंधित कई पहलुओं पर हमारे साथ खुलकर बातचीत की। पेश है उस बातचीत का ये अंश। When we are talking about communication, I am very excited because lot of confusion which leads to certain unpleasant experiences in people's lives can be averted if one is more happy about communicating. And allow me to say that there are many people who don't like to communicate. They want to remain quiet and they would let others do more laborious work in order to understand them. So do you see this is something that we are born with, in terms of some people are wonderful communicators and some people are not like that?
Well, I think all human beings are born with a desire to communicate. That doesn't mean everyone wants to be Anthony Robbins and be on a stage in front of 10,000 people, or be Ashok and have an audience of tens of hundreds of thousands of people watching. We are also born with a fear of public speaking as a biological defense mechanism, because in prehistoric days, if you are separated from the herd in the Serengeti and the savannas, you're vulnerable to attack. Lions, tigers, bears, saber-toothed tigers, if they see you standing up alone, you're easier to attack. If you're a part of an entire herd, your odds are much better. So many evolutionary biologists believe human beings are are born with, as a defense mechanism, with a fear of public speaking. But that's separate from communication. Maybe you want to be left alone and you want quiet. Well, in that case, you want to communicate to your neighbors or your family, don't bother me. So everyone wants to communicate something with others.
So now talking about communication, who you are gets communicated through you, through your body language, through your words, is one way of looking at communication. In that case, how much emphasis you would give towards the technical side of communication, which involves words, which involves consciously moving your hands in certain fashion in order to make a point, etc. So compare the way you would give percentage-wise importance to your innate character as well as your skill set of communicating.
Well, I find most people are good communicators when they are comfortable. If you put a couple of people together and they've been friends since high school and they're having their favorite beverage of choice and they're talking about their favorite cricket match or soccer match, most people are really good communicators. Their eyes are expressive, their face is expressive, they're interesting, their hands are moving. What happens to so many people is you put them in a situation outside their comfort zone, like a job interview, a PowerPoint presentation, and because they are uncomfortable, they stop doing the things they do in normal conversation. So their hands freeze, their eyes dart around nervously, their voice becomes flat and monotone. They have become bad communicators. And it's because they let their tension, their nerves get the worst of them. But I'm a believer that if you ever had one conversation, one interesting conversation with one family or friend in your entire life, you already have all the skills you need to be a great communicator.
So now you mentioned about not being boring, and that is a universal trait. Nobody would like to hear someone who is boring. What is it that you would say helps one in being interesting to his or audience?
Well, listen to them and listen to questions they have. Focus on them. I didn't come on today and start telling you, well, let me tell you about my book and let me read from this chapter and talk over you. I listened to you and I'm trying to answer in a way that's interesting to you and your audience. Nervous people don't do that because they feel like, oh, I better follow a script and I'm not going to listen to them because I'm going to try to memorize stuff. That's what gets people into big trouble.
Another thing that I notice is while you are responding, you are quite controlled in terms of the extent of your answer, how much time it is going to take. Many people are not kind of conscious, and because I talk to many people and I know some people go on and on and on and you want to divert them to another question, but they won't have that idea. What is it which may help someone if he wants to improve his communication skill in terms of knowing the length of your one's response, whether it is one-on-one communication or in some other setting?
You have to listen to the person you're talking to. And if you can see them, watch them. Because if you see their eyes light up like they have another question, stop. Now, in some conversations with a friend or family member, each one of you may talk for 5 minutes at a time, and that's perfectly fine. If you're going on a really tight focus show like CNBC's Squawk Box and the whole interview is going to be 3 minutes long, you know you've got to give relatively short answers, 15 seconds or less. So it is dependent on the context. I'm trying to read you and give you enough that's an interesting answer, but not filibuster and talk for 10-minute answers and frustrate you.
और आज का विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम समाप्त करने से पहले फिर एक बार आपसे निवेदन, समय है फेसबुक पर ITV गोल्ड का फ्रेंड बनने का। अगर अभी तक आप वहाँ हमारे फ्रेंड नहीं बने हैं तो। और सब्सक्राइब करें ITV गोल्ड के YouTube चैनल को। इवेंट्स के बारे में और अन्य सुझावों के बारे में हमें लिखें events@itvgold.com पर। विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस कम्युनिटी में हमारा साथ देने के लिए आपका आभार व्यक्त करते हुए ये गुजारिश की सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करने के साथ साथ मास्क पहनना न भूलें और बार बार हाथ धोना शरीर की और मन की शुद्धि के लिए भी सहायक होता है। विजन ऑफ एशिया में आप जुड़े, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हुए अब अशोक व्यास को ये कार्यक्रम समाप्त करने की अनुमति दें। नमस्कार।